Buddy is not your average dog. He is a border collie, one of the smartest dog breeds in the world. His intelligence is matched only by his loyalty and his eagerness to please his human family. Buddy lives with the Smiths, a family of 4 who live in a quiet suburban neighborhood. In this story, we'll follow Buddy's adventures as he uses his intelligence and wit to help his family in times of trouble. Chapter 1. Meet Buddy. Buddy was born into a family of working border collies. His parents were both sheepdogs, and they lived on a farm where they spent their days herding sheep. From a young age, Buddy showed exceptional intelligence and an eagerness to please. His owners soon realized that he was destined for greatness, and they decided to sell him to a family who could provide him with the love and attention he deserved. Enter the Smiths, a family of 4 who had been looking for a dog to join their family. When they saw Buddy, they were immediately taken by his intelligence and his friendly demeanor. They knew that he was the perfect dog for them, and they decided to bring him home. Buddy quickly settled into his new home, and he soon became an integral part of the Smith family. He was incredibly loyal to his owners, and he would do anything to protect them. He was also very obedient, and he quickly learned all of the basic commands such as sit, stay, and come. Chapter 2. Buddy saves the day. One day, the Smiths were enjoying a day out at the beach. They had brought Buddy with them, and he was having the time of his life playing fetch in the sand. However, things took a turn for the worse when the youngest member of the family, 6-year-old Lucy, wandered off to explore a nearby cave. Lucy's parents soon realized that she was missing, and they began to panic. They searched frantically for her, calling out her name, but there was no response. That's when Buddy stepped in. He had been watching the family's every move, and he had noticed when Lucy wandered off. He quickly ran to the cave and began to bark loudly. Lucy heard the barking, and she followed the sound back to the beach. When she emerged from the cave, she was greeted by her relieved family and an ecstatic Buddy. From that day on, Buddy became even more of a hero in the eyes of the Smith family. Chapter 3. Buddy's training. Buddy was not just a natural hero. He had been trained to be a smart and effective dog. His owners had taken him to obedience classes, where he had learned all of the basic commands. However, they had also taught him more advanced skills such as agility training and search and rescue techniques. Buddy had a natural talent for agility training. He was able to navigate through obstacle courses with ease, and he loved the challenge of trying to beat his own times. His owners would often take him to local competitions, where he would compete against other dogs in his class. He always seemed to come out on top, much to the delight of his family. The search and rescue training was also something that Buddy excelled at. His owners had taught him how to track scents and how to follow a trail. They would often hide treats around the house, and Buddy would have to use his sense of smell to find them. He had become so good at this that his owners would often hide things outside, and Buddy would be able to find them even if they were buried underground. Chapter 4. Buddy the Hero. Buddy's training came in handy one day when a neighbor's house caught on fire. The Smiths were out of the house at the time, but Buddy was at home. He quickly noticed the smoke and barking loudly to alert the neighbors. He then used his training to enter the burning house and search for any people or animals trapped inside. Buddy navigated the smoke-filled rooms with ease, and he eventually found the neighbor's cat hiding under a bed. He quickly picked up the cat and carried her to safety outside. The firefighters arrived soon after, and they were able to put out the fire before it spread any further. The neighbors were incredibly grateful to Buddy for his heroics, and they couldn't thank the Smiths enough for training him so well. Buddy had become a local celebrity, and he had even appeared on the local news. He had truly become a dog with a purpose. Chapter 5. Buddy's later years. As Buddy grew older, his family knew that they had to start slowing down his training. They didn't want to risk injuring him, but they still wanted him to remain active and healthy. They started taking him on more leisurely walks and gave him plenty of toys to play with in the backyard. Buddy never lost his intelligence or his eagerness to please. Even in his later years, he was always willing to help his family in any way he could. Whether it was fetching the newspaper or keeping an eye on the kids, Buddy was always there to lend a paw. As Buddy entered his senior years, the Smiths knew that they had been blessed to have such a wonderful companion in their lives. They knew that Buddy had brought them so much joy and had touched the lives of so many people. They were grateful for the time they had with him, and they knew that they would always cherish the memories of their adventures together. Buddy's story serves as a reminder of the incredible bond between humans and animals. It also shows us the power of positive reinforcement training and how it can bring out the best in our furry friends. By investing time and effort in training our dogs, we can help them become not just obedient pets, but valued members of our families. Buddy's legacy also lives on through the many lives he touched during his time on Earth. His heroics during the house fire had inspired many people to adopt rescue dogs and train them to be heroes too. His story had also encouraged many people to take up dog training as a hobby or profession, with the goal of bringing out the best in their own furry friends. In the end, Buddy's life had taught us that every dog has a purpose. It may be to serve as a companion, a protector, or a hero, but every dog has something valuable to offer. It is up to us as dog owners to nurture and develop these unique traits and help our dogs live fulfilling lives. As for Buddy, he had passed away peacefully in his sleep at the ripe old age of 14. His family had given him a beautiful funeral and had buried him in their backyard, where he had spent so many happy hours playing and exploring. The Smiths would always remember him as the smartest, most loving dog they had ever known, and they would always cherish the memories of their adventures together. In conclusion, Buddy's story is a heartwarming reminder of the bond between humans and animals. His intelligence, loyalty, and heroics had touched the lives of so many people, and his legacy lives on through the many lives he had inspired. His story teaches us that every dog has a purpose, and it is up to us to nurture and develop their unique traits. Buddy may be gone, but he will never be forgotten, and his memory will continue to inspire and bring joy to people for years to come. If you liked this video, please click the subscribe button below and share.